Hey, asshole. I want you to tell me what that man's name is.
I don't know.
You don't know? Now that's a pity.
Hi guys, right, I'm hiding from the rain, so we're just sat in the entry to the shed. I did record a whole pile of stuff yesterday and checked it all back, and using the drift with the mic on my collar means you can't hear squat, and it's just too low for me to turn up, so sadly none of that's really usable. So what news stories does the parts bin now for us? The petrol tank has been emptied and cleaned out. Fuel tap has been removed and taken apart and cleaned out. Put back on for now to keep it safe. The front mudguard is off and in a sorry old state. So if anyone can tell me which mudguards, which year I can pinch a mudguard from to put on, I'll replace it. It's got these weird offset mounting holes, which is really annoying. But anyway, if anyone can tell me, that would be grand. If not, I'm going to have to figure out how to repair that bad boy. In here, I'm not taking it out of my little storage bag, but in there is the air filter frame. You replace the foam in there and put it back in. So I ordered an air filter for it. Now I'm putting a performance, I use the term loosely, putting a pod filter on when I mod it, but for the MOT I just want to get it running. So I have a plug, £2, and this is £5 worth of air filter, which I think will do 4 at least, 4 replacements, so handy to have some foam, I guess. The battery seems to be holding charge to a degree. Whether it's going to be enough or not I don't know. I'll put it on a full charge and then see, but it's holding at 10.5, so it's not entirely dead. So on the bike, if we can get round it while it's just stuck here, I have removed the rear suspension. There we go. And it's not a jigsaw in my face. It's hooking me up with a couple of spacers for the top after removing the rack, which acted as a spacer. Obviously the front mudguard is off, and that's about it for stuff off. I did give the frame a bit of a wipe down and start the clean up, but I don't suppose you can tell too well it's been stuck in here, but I am very, very pleased with the condition of the frame. The entire thing had a coating of grease and gunk on it, and it seems to have preserved it while it was dry stored, so this is good news. I attempted to take the headlight off, but the bolts weren't playing ball, and I just thought, fine, I'll do something that will, so I've got to do that today and a few other jobs. But let me show you what became of the parts that I spent about 4 or 5 hours on cleaning last night. Here we are, shiny bits. The fuel cap, don't want to show my reflection. Kickstart, looking rather spiffing. The horn, there's one of the rear indicators, the other one's still away, but nonetheless cleaned up alright. That's only gone on for the MOT and then it'll be changed. And the bit I'm so pleased with, look at that, the rear shocks. Took hours to do the two of them, maybe 4 hours, but I think you'll agree, worth it. And these are the replacement bars. Very happy. So the next step for me is to remove the carb. See, it's not really clean. It's not really dirty, but it's not really clean, so we're going to get the carb off, check this spacer here for cracks and air leaks, because that's where the main problems occur as far as I can tell, other than the main jet and idle speed settings and everything else. So carb off, next job. Now whilst I am going to try and film this, because it has been mentioned, am I going to film stuff as I do it? And the answer to that is, yeah, okay, I'll do it best I can, but I don't want to be on film. I have just cracked that nut there to make sure it is a 10. 2 bolts holding it onto the engine. Yeah, so where all the cables are still attached, but I'm going to take these off and then get a few more pictures, so I know when I'm putting it back together I'm putting it back correctly. Which means I didn't bother reading the Haynes manual on removing the carb. So it's one off. I'll be looking at it upside down, but I don't suppose you need to. And the other one is down here. So my top tip is, if you remove bolts and such, put them back on in the place that they went if you can. Get on there, flush please, spanner. No, it's not happy. Probably the angle. Yeah, there we go. Come on, release. And also, if you get a tight natter bolt like that one, tighten it quarter of a turn just to stretch the threads if it doesn't shift when you try and move it initially. So just tighten, not even quarter of a turn, just a bit, enough for it to move, and then go for the slackening stroke. The other thing I'm going to mention quickly is, it's not going to be a cafe racer. I'm not a fan. I can appreciate a good one, but I'm not a fan. So this, flat tracker. I've always been a fan of the flat tracker shape. So I've none of the performance, but it will have the styling if I can help it. But I'm going to get on and get this carb off. So that's that 2 bolts undone, which are these 2 here. Oh, a little bit of fuel still in the float bowl. So we're going to disconnect the cable and this tube here. We're going to leave the 2 breather tubes on, but as you can see, it's in need of a good clean. Regardless of anything, it's in need of a good clean. So that will be getting soaked in my value brand new carb cleaning box. Yay! So, right, let's get this off. Well, I think this is nature's way of being funny. It's absolutely fucking somewhere in the shed till this rain eases off. Carb, dun dun dun. There you go. Cursory clean, nothing major, but it should be an improvement. I've taken the headlight cap off, and I found that one of the indicator stocks is broken, so that needs replaced. But I knew that anyway. Well, I knew that they needed replaced. I need a side light bulb so far. All the other bulbs so far check out. What else have we done? That's it really till the rain stops, so let's see when I get back at it.